Hello, everyone, and welcome to the video series Numbers Don't Lie, How to Leverage Data and Assessment to Enhance Student Outcomes. In today's episode, I will be going over how to create and list your own performance band sets using the Illuminate platform. By default, Illuminate has created what is called the interim performance band set. You can see that by default here listed on your screen. What you're looking at is a set of 4 bands, which are essentially a rubric. Each of these bands corresponds to a student performance indicator. The top color by default is blue, which indicates an 82% or above is a standard exceeded, which is mastery. The way that this band was created was using the CASP scoring system in the state of California. This corresponds to the Inspect database or item bank, and each performance level of the students will, by default, be rubriced against this performance band set. However, if you create a flex assessment or use items of your own, you may choose to create your own performance band set, and in this video, we will go over that. First step into doing this is to click on the assessment that you wish to change the performance band. So I'm going to go to my View Assessments tile. I'm going to click the assessment title that I wish to create my own performance bands for. And in this case, it's the flex assessment. I'm going to then choose the settings gear up on the top and performance bands. From here, you're going to see the interim achievement levels or each performance band that is associated with that assessment. So by default, Illuminate platform has associated the interim achievement levels with my flex assessment, as you can see here. I may choose to change this or to create my own. I would then just choose to add a new performance band set. I would name each performance band or title of the performance band and then select the appropriate number of bands that I wish to use. So I could delete a band. I could rename each band, perhaps into a rubric, and then also change the minimum value and save. If you are creating your own performance bands for an assessment that is not a flex assessment, the steps are a little bit different. All you're going to do is use your tabs here on the left-hand side, click Assessments, and then create a new performance band set. To give you some ideas, I have taken the liberty of creating some performance bands of my own, and I'd like to show those to you. The first one is a set of performance bands based on the traditional letter grades. You can see I've added a band to include 5 bands now. I have labeled them A, B, C, D, and F based on the traditional letter grades and changed the minimum values from 90 all the way down to 0. Some other performance band set ideas may also include a single point rubric or perhaps a rubric for writing. We all know the 4, 3, 2, 1. In the single point rubric, I change the labels from a 1 to a 0. So students will see that on their reports when you give feedback as well. And then I change the values from a 64 and above would indicate a 1, or I might include meet standard there. And then anything between that value and 0 would indicate a did not meet standard or below standard performance by that student. So there are some listings of performance band sets as examples for you, along with the traditional interim. You may also want to just change the minimum value of the interim based on the Illuminate platform from to a 90 and above to indicate a standard exceeded, or perhaps you may uncheck one of the bands so that it does not indicate mastery.